I didn't realize the extent of my Ninja arsenal until I got everything out here. What's going on, fishing buddies? Welcome back to the channel. Today, backyard review of my Ninja Tackle Dagger arsenal. Let's get it out there. I came across Ninja products probably about 3 years ago, watching Bama Beach Bum videos. He was really like the first one to have one in the area. Matt Poole from Ninja Tackle, the owner and operator, he is out of North Carolina and designed these rods for North Carolina coast. He teamed up with Matt Isbell about 3 years ago, I would say. Sent him a few rods to try in the Gulf of Mexico, and they were working great. So being a fan of the Beach Bum, I've watched him grow over the years, watched him use different Ninja products, and finally started getting my hands on some about 1.5 years ago. The first one that I got was, I actually got two. They're Frisky Fin Customs, but they are a Ninja Dagger blanks, the 12 footers. So basically Frisky is using those blanks. He works closely with Matt, they're good friends, and designed me a couple 12-foot surf rods. You know, I got to pick the colors, the grips, things like that. There's some minor differences with these 12 footers than the original 12-foot Dagger. Obviously they are custom from Frisky, so I got to pick my colors, my grips. So they're not going to be exact what you would find like online or in a tackle shop. But that was my first experience with the Ninja Daggers, and even though they were just the blanks, they're just a great performing rod. I love them. We're going to start with the 12-footer today. Again, I have two of them. I'll go over how I have them rigged, what I'm using them for, and how they've held up over 1.5 years. So these are my two 12-foot daggers here. Again, Frisky Fin Customs. As you can see, he did some nice thread work. I got to choose grips, things like that. But again, these are Ninja Dagger 12-foot blanks, so the same performance of the rod. And I got these two for pompano fishing originally, and that's solely what I use these for about 1 year. I have transitioned these into bigger game rods because they are a bit heavier, and with me running guides, these 12-footers, sometimes I feel they're a bit too much for my clients to handle, especially if they've never thrown a surf rod before. Like maybe they've only thrown like 7-foot inshore rods, and all of a sudden they have this 12-footer in their hand. It's a bit overwhelming. So basically I have just re-rigged these. These are basically like redfish rods for me. I have these with 5000 series Penn Battle 3s. This is 30-pound true braid. And then the rig I have on this one here is just a simple single drop. I got a size 4 circle hook on this, 1 bead. This is 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. And then just a little swivel and weight clamp here. And I'll throw cut bait on this, throw this out for big game fish. Again, I have two of these. They're identical, some minor color changes in both of them. Just how Frisky did it for me. So they weren't exactly the same. As you can see, I have like the green here and the blue there. Green, blue, just minor differences, same rods. These guys will hold, I believe it's up to an 8-ounce weight. I could be wrong about that. With the custom work, I don't have the specs on the rod anymore, but I believe these hold up to an 8-ounce. So 8 and bait is a popular term in the North Carolina coast because they're throwing heavy weight and heavy baits out there for big fish. For me, the nice load on this is about a 4 or 5 ounce weight. Again, this is what I will use for big game fish. Coming like mid-October here in Fort Morgan, Alabama, we'll get the bull red run that comes through there. I'll have both these guys out on the beach targeting those big bulls. I find this 5000 series Penn pairs nice with it. You know, it does get a little heavy casting over and over like pompano fishing, constantly changing bait, things like that. But for big game, these are excellent rods, highly recommend them. And the 12-footer does get you a bit of a casting distance too. So if you're on like different coasts, like Jacksonville area and stuff where you guys have those close sandbars, you're needing to get some distance, this 12-foot will do it. All Fuji guides on all of Frisky and Ninja's rods. They do not make a rod without Fuji. Fuji reel seats on all rods also. This is my identical. It does not have a reel on it right now because I'm using it for something else. I'll get into that in a minute. But I would set this up the same way. Ooh, about lost my Ninja. I would set this up the same way. the 5000 series reel, 30-pound true braid. I'd have a redfish rig tied on it. These are excellent for shark fishing too. Not big sharks like out deep, but the sharks that we can catch up close to the beach, these will pull them in. Moving into my 11-foot daggers, I have two identical 11-foot daggers. These are the K series. The K series means that this is interchangeable. You can use a spinning reel or a bait casting reel for this same rod. So whatever style you like, this one rod will complement both style reels. I have these paired with a 4000 series. This is 20-pound true braid. These are LKL gear reels. Excellent saltwater reel. A local tackle shop of mine has branded. Got one here too, same thing. 20-pound true braid, 4000 series saltwater. And these two are my main pompano rods. This is all I use these for. They always have pompano rigs on them. I never use them for anything else. And these guys are an excellent choice if you're looking to upgrade or get into surf fishing. These 11-foot daggers will do the trick. The 11-foots have quite a bit difference of the tip, the sensitivity of the tip than the 12-footers. So you really see that rod bend when those pomps are hitting, and the load of this rod when casting. I can cast this 11-footer probably just as far as the 12. The 11-footers are rated up to a 7-ounce weight. So for me, the sweet spot is like 3 to 4 ounces. I like that mid-range weight, even if I don't need it. Even if it's calm out there, I could get away with 2 ounces. I'm still putting 3 and 4 because I get that load with the cast. And that load is what gives you the distance. Sleek, skinny, just super light pompano rod that you can sling all day long and pull in some nice fish. Same exact setup on my second one. Always keep the pompano rigs on them. I mean, this is all I'm using them for. I can put these guys 10 feet off the beach or get them all the way to the bar. Moving into the bummy sticks. 10-foot bummy sticks. Again, I have two of these, two identical. I have these rigged up differently. I'll show you why. But these are great set rigs and for casting out lures for bigger fish. Sharks, jacks, bull reds, things like that. You throw some poppers out there, a big piece of metal, and you're able to pull those bigger fish, those heavier fish in because of the structure of this rod. With the design of this rod, Matt Isbell and Matt Poole from Ninja Tackle, they wanted something kind of that it could serve a few purposes. Again, I got these for set rig fishing. I replaced basically the 12-footers with the 10-footers, so I'll use the two 11-foots and the two bummy sticks, so 4 rods for pompano fishing when I'm running guides. Now, personal fishing, I do have one rigged up for something different. I'll show you that in a minute. But just the construction of the rod, I mean, you can feel the rivets in there. This is a strong rod, and this thing casts like a dream. This is a medium heavy fast. It holds up to 6 ounces. So again, that 3 to 4 ounce range for casting would be the sweet spot for this guy if you're using this for set rigs. I got this guy paired with a 4000 Penn Battle 3 20-pound true braid. So with my second bummy stick, if I am running guides, I would have a pompano rig tied onto this guy just like the other one and the same kind of reel. But for this one, I have a 5000 series Penn Battle 3. I have 30-pound true braid on this. I have a 30-pound wire leader, and I got a big popper because lately I've been chasing sharks in the surf. I've been trying to get a shark on topwater, and this rod will handle it. I'm not sure about the reel yet or not. This kind of topwater shark fishing is new to me. I feel I might beat this up to a Slammer series pin because of the drag capacity. But if I can get the shark to stop, I think this 5000 will get him in. And this is a great rod for just walking the beach and casting. You can hook up on something big, you can hook up on something small. It's gonna get it in. And then the 8'6". This has quickly become one of my favorite rods in the Ninja arsenal. This is a perfect rod to walk the beach, cast out metal for like Spanish, bluefish, trout, things like that. Has great action, super light. You can cast it all day long. I got the 8'6" paired with a 4000 series LKL gear reel again, saltwater series, 20-pound true braid. I got a 40-pound leader tied on this and an ES lure. They have all different shapes and sizes of these ES lures. I like these guys. They're fairly cheap. I could throw them. You're going to lose them out there with Spanish and blues and things like that. They will bite through you. So these guys aren't that expensive and they're very effective. The 8'6" will sling up to 2 ounces. So with these, I'm sticking at 1 to 1.5 ounce, slinging those again because of the load. And I tell you what, guys, this thing launches. I am just amazed every time I cast this thing, how far it gets. The tip is super, super sensitive. So when you have that 1.5 ounce on there and you get a good load with your sling, this thing goes, guys. And with that light tip, it's so much fun pulling in like those smaller fish, you know, that 20-inch range Spanish and blues. They fight the ladyfish. I've been having fun just catching ladyfish because of the fight and because of the action of this rod. So much fun getting them in. It's not just like a 2x4 that you're just pulling the shore. You actually got to fight on your hands. This also makes just a great little whiting rod. If you're fishing up close, set rig fishing, you could tie a little single drop on here, a little piece of shrimp, throw this guy 20 feet offshore and pull in whiting. Again, with the sensitivity of the tip, those small whiting are going to feel like huge fish. And then moving out of the surf game to inshore, Ninja does make a 7-footer now. This is a perfect little all-around rod. I use this on my kayaks. It'll hold up to 3/4 of an ounce weight. I got a top water on it right now. This is what I was using yesterday. 15-pound leader. I got this paired with a 2500 LKO saltwater series reel, 10-pound true braid. Beautiful grips. It just feels good in your hand. Super lightweight. Again, this is just a good all-arounder to have on board, to walk the banks with, casting out for reds, for trout, things like that. Super light. You could throw it all day long and keep it with the Ninja rhythm. It's just got great action at the tip, so you get that nice bend, that nice rainbow when you're pulling in those fish. 7-foot inshore series Ninja Dagger. It's also refreshing with the Ninja that there's multiple purposes for one rod. So you're just not buying one rod and this is all it does. You know, you can do multiple different things, fish for different species, different styles of fishing with pretty much every one of these rods. With your bummy stick, obviously you got the set rig fishing or throwing big poppers out. This would also be great for like the pier, casting big lures off the pier. It's only 10 foot, so it's not super long, but just the action on it gives it a great casting distance. The 12-footers can be used for pompano fishing, you know, just standard pompano rigs out there casting deep for pomps, or because of the beefier setup here, you can use it for big bull reds, black drums, sharks, things like that. The 11-footers obviously have a great casting distance to get it out deep. You can also put these guys up close for whiting. With the action on the tip of these rods, those whiting will be fun because it's not like the thicker 12-footer. You have a lot more bend, a lot more pull, so smaller fish are fun on these rods also. The 8'6" casting rod, obviously you're going to cast metal out there, pull in Spanish, blues, things like that, or tie a little single drop on it, little 2-ounce weight, throw it a couple feet offshore and pull in some whiting. I've trolled baits with this 7-footer. I've casted paddle tails, top waters, twitch baits even. This is just one of those good purpose rods. Usually on the kayak I have like my twitch bait rod, my paddle tail rod, and then like my all-arounder. So the 7-foot Ninja Dagger is my all-arounder, and it's holding up nice. Again, just awesome grips on it. Just feels good in your hand. Again, with the bummy stick, when I'm not using this to cast big poppers out for sharks and things, I would just take that 5000 series off, put back on the 4000 series. This is a Penn Battle 3, 20-pound true braid, tie a pompano rig on it, and I'm set rig fishing. On the 8'6", these ES lures that I mentioned, like this is a longer one. I've been using this guy a lot lately. I like him. They come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. Here's a little bit bigger one. Here's a little tiny guy. I've had a lot of success with this little small one too. Again, bunch of different colors. I'll link their website in the description of this video so you can go check out their arsenal. They got a lot of cool stuff, and it just pairs nice with this 8'6", and these guys cut through some wind. Give you guys a quick rundown and view of the grips and the bottoms here of the rods. They're a little bit different. This is the 12-footer. This is the Ninja Dagger 12-footer blank, Frisky Fins custom. It's a lot thicker. These grips are holding up. It's got a little knob on the bottom, which I like. This kind of sits in my sand spikes a little bit better. But this is 2 years old, guys. Everything is still holding up great on it, and I've used these a lot. The bummy stick, obviously different color. It's got the nice knob on the bottom too. I like that. A little bit skinnier than the 12-footer, not by terribly much, but it is definitely skinnier, so it's making it a little bit lighter, and for me, a little bit better feel in your hand. The 11-foot and the 8'6" caster are the same. They have the same setup. The 8'6" is a lot skinnier here than the 11-footer, but same bottoms, everything, holding up nice. Got the grips on the top too. Well put together by Ninja. Then you got the 7-foot inshore, a lot different here, just totally different grips here. Comes down to just bare rod, and then you got your knob on the bottom. I love this little thing. If you are in the market for an inshore 7-footer, take a look at this guy because it is sweet. Just to be clear, guys, I did not receive any sort of money or anything for sales of Ninja. They're an awesome product and I love them. Again, I had started with like the 2 12-footers, the Frisky Fin Customs, and have just built the arsenal over the last year and a half, and I haven't put my hands on one that I don't like. Matt Poole from Ninja does sponsor a lot of our tournaments. We've had 3 tournaments so far. We have one coming up this October, and he has been a sponsor in all those. Great guy, great company, great products. If you guys want to check him out for yourself, his website is linked in the description of this video. You can also find him on Facebook, find him on Instagram. If you guys are enjoying the videos, please hit me a like, hit me a subscribe. Really helps out the rhythm of the channel. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of summer. I think I'm right there. I think I have like 10 more subscribers to go. So if you guys have been enjoying the videos, you want to follow along with me, kayak fishing, kayak camping, surf fishing, outdoor fishing adventures, you guys hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Till next time, fishing buddies.